إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أوصيكم وإياي أولا بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, to all the brothers and sisters, let us begin our class with the morning invocation. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma bika asbahna wa bika amsayna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilayka nushur. Bismillahillazi la yadurru ma'asmihi syai'un fil ardi wala fis sama'i wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi muhammadin nabiyya. Allahumma zidni ilman nafi'ah wa rizqan tayyibah wa amalan mutaqabbala. Ya muqallibal qulub thabbit qulubana ala dinik wa ala ta'atik. Allahumma adkhilna jannatak wa ajirna minan nar. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin ya rabbal alamin. All praise due to Allah Rabbul Alamin for His mercy, for His guidance, for His forgiveness that He have shown to all of us until today, and the risk that Allah have provided for all of us in the form of health, wealth, children, and also in this kind of food and drink, especially the peace that we enjoy in this country that allow us to do what we have to do as a Muslim. Yeah? For the brothers and sisters who are new to us, we welcome to all of you to our Wednesday class. And for those who have been with us, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among the qanitin and the sabirin, meaning those who are consistent in pursuing the knowledge of Allah Rabbul Alameen, increasing your Iman by increasing the right knowledge about Islam based on the guidance of the Quran and the Sunnah of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are all aware about what we always share with all the brothers and sisters here. It's not just giving you the knowledge, but we are trying our best to make sure that all of you are able to follow and understand and act upon the knowledge. And if you still fail, then we keep on praying and hope that you will follow up aggressively with us. That's how we can reinforce the knowledge that we have learned. We know we have been learning, but to apply what we have been taught is not that easy. See, knowledge is something, action is another thing. We have a lot of knowledge today, but when it comes to implementation upon the knowledge that we have acquired, we feel that there's a lot of obstacle, difficulty in reaching out to even to our close family members. Children who are here, they may have problem facing with their parent at home. Parents who are here, they may have also their own problem facing their children at home. So we all have this kind of challenges. Nobody can escape from all these challenges and trials. But time is very crucial. What is happening around the world is going to happen to all of us sooner or later, and our children is exposed to more than the negative than the positive one. Children today is being, in a way, I would say that they are lost. They do not know what to believe sometimes. If they want to believe, they are very confused with their belief also. So it's very important for us to strengthen our Iman by having the right knowledge and act upon the knowledge. Allah reminds us, He is the Khaliq, He is the Creator, and He is all-knowing and all-seeing. So He informed us, وَمَكَرُوا وَمَكَرَ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ. Now what Allah has said 1,400 over years ago is happening today in front of our eyes. We are looking at things that is happening when people have planned to destroy the beauty of Islam. Islam is a very beautiful religion, but then Allah Rabbul Alameen have His own plan. By the sacrifice of small group of people, it's become an eye-opening to the world. Can you imagine something? People are so negative, and they are so destructive. They plan to destroy, like what Allah said, yuriduna ayyutfi'u nurallah bi afwahihim wallahu mutimmu nurihi walau karihal kafirun. There are people who plan to erase Islam from the world. They don't want people to know about Islam if possible. Where Islam is a religion of peace, they say Islam is talking about hatred, Islam don't like us. Now, this is what Allah is telling us, that we are facing people who are so confused. They want to talk about this religion, they themselves don't know what they're talking about. So it's time for us to be very positive in responding to what is negative. Now, to respond what is negative, the Prophet has shown us that you always follow up with something positive when you are encountered with something that is negative. Don't respond negative with negative. No. That's how we should respond. But to do this, you must have a lot of patience, and you must learn how to accept Qada and Qadar. There's a topic that we are zooming in about Qada and Qadar. If I'm not wrong, today we are going to page 58. Is that 58? Okay. 58. We are going to, under the subtitle, evil may not be attributes to Allah. We did talk about corruption that happened on earth and also on the sea, because living in this planet, we cannot escape from land and water, dry and wet. You are going to face either dry land, wet land. You are going to face this environment. But then Allah created everything to serve us. Everything that Allah created is to serve us. Allah said, He is the one who created everything to serve us. Then what happened to us? We become so negative. We become so destructive. Zahra fasad fil barri wal bahr bima kasaba aydin nas. Allah have said this in the ayah that we shared with you in Surah Rum last week, ayah 41. Corruption has appeared throughout the land and sea because of what the people's hand have earned. Because we are very greedy, very destructive, selfish, and this caused a lot of unrest to everybody. Just a group of people who are greedy, whether they are power crazy, they are greedy, selfish, cause a lot of destruction. Number one, in the environment, and also destruction to people. Yeah? But it's happening. Why? Why is happening until today? Because we know that everything that Allah ordained, there is always some wisdom behind. Yeah? For us to learn, for people who reflect, for people who want to learn, then that is the best time for you to learn. Everything happened for a reason. Nothing happened without a reason. Good, bad, there is always a reason. Now, evil may not be attributed to Allah, but evil is part of Allah's creation. Bad, good is from Allah. The Qadar of Allah is al-khair wa shar min Allah. Yeah. Good, bad is part of Allah's Qadar. Since Allah does not do anything evil, and this is very important for us to understand, it is wrong to attribute evil to Him. He allowed this thing to happen, but Allah Rabbul Alameen never once in the Quran said, do evil thing. No. He just alerting us that living in this world, there are good and bad. Food, good food, bad food. Friend, good friend, bad friend. Everywhere you go, you cannot escape from these two. But in the same time, what Allah is telling us, only do what is good that benefit you. Like seeking knowledge, even the Prophet said, there are knowledge nafi'an that benefit you, and there are knowledge that do not benefit you. La yanfa. Al-ilm la yanfa. Why? Why did the Prophet say so? We thought that knowledge is knowledge, yes, but there are knowledge that is not in the Quran and Sunnah. If you are learning about Islam, but you don't refer back to the Quran and Sunnah, is useless. And in the end, you don't learn anything. You don't benefit anything, because when you talk about Islam, Islam has its own reference, the Quran. Islam belongs to Allah, and Allah is talking to us through His book, the Quran. So nobody can say anything about Islam without going back to the source of Islam, the Quran. And who received the Quran? Only one man, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you have to go back to that. Then only you can talk about Islam. Other than that, nothing to do with it. It's just your opinion, your feeling, your tradition, your culture. Leave it to yourself. But today we are all very confused, yeah? Just because of that. Yeah? Evil is only done by His creation. Allah allowed it to be there, but Allah never called us to do the evil thing. Allah knows there's a lot of people who like to gossip. And Allah said, وَيْلُ لِكُلِّ حُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ. But He didn't say, gossip, you get reward if you gossip. No. He said, hellfire will be waiting for you if you love to go on gossiping, backbiting people. Now Allah is telling us this is going to happen. So you just have to save yourself from that kind of behavior, character. Why must you talk about people? Why not you look into yourself, look at the mirror, and you can see yourself better. Yeah. Our sister love mirror more than a man. Yeah? Now Allah Rabbul Alameen also remind us, this is some ayah that all of us have memorized, Alhamdulillah. But how far do we have the understanding about the verses of Allah is another thing. And those who have understood, how do they implement these verses of Allah is also another level. Yeah? In certain ayah in the Quran, it starts kul. Anything that kul is a very, very powerful command from Allah. Say. That means everyone who believes in Allah must say it out loud to themselves and learn from what Allah is telling us. He is saying, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ مِنْ شَرِّ مَا خَلَقَ. Now Allah is telling us, say, that means He wants every one of us who believe in Him, who read His book. You as a Muslim, you must seek refuge with Allah, who create what? The daybreak. Day, night, everything is Allah's creation. وَجَعَلَ اللَّيْلَ لِبَاسًا وَالنَّهَارَ مَعَاشًا. Allah created night for you to rest and day for you to work. Yeah. Example. Because the evil at night is more active than the evil in the daytime. Yeah. There are two types of evils. Yeah. Daytime and the evil also take rest for a while. They do some activities. Yeah. How they do their activity? If you're involved in business always in the daytime. People don't do business at night. Yeah. Business, dunya is always entertainment. Is nighttime. Yeah. Daytime, business, talking, meeting. Alhamdulillah. But now what is going to happen? Daytime there are a lot of ghash, lying, cheating, you know. As long as you gain, you don't care whether it is wrong or right, as long as you profit. Business, everybody is talking about business. Business is about profit. Yeah? But at the same time, you can do business, but no lying, no cheating, no corruption, no interest. You must have faith that Ar-Razzaq is Allah. He is the one who provides. يَرْزُقُ مَن يَشَاءُ. He gives whomever work hard. Yeah? And whoever asks Allah for his risk and work hard towards that. And also Allah is telling us about the evil of that which He created. He had created all these things. But He never once said, do, follow what is bad. No, He just follow what is right. A simple example, why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala choose that when you perform your prayer, you cannot make your prayer valid without Surah Al-Fatiha? Why Surah Al-Fatiha is so important compared with all other surah? Why? It's the 7th ayah. Because the 7th ayah is divided into 3 categories. One is talking about Tawhid Rububiyyah, talking about Allah as the creator of the world, the merciful, the beneficent. He is the owner of the day of judgment, talking about Allah's attributes, Allah's sifat. Then you come to the second part, talking about our needs towards Allah. We need Allah. Allah don't need us. And if you want Allah's help in anywhere, anytime, then Allah guide us. Iyyaka na'budu. You have to submit to Him. You have to worship Him first. Before you ask Allah anything, you ask yourself, what have I done? What am I doing now? You must ask yourself, are you doing the right thing? If you are doing the right thing, Alhamdulillah, then what do you ask Allah? What is the most important prayer for the Muslim? Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Can you imagine, whatever you do, make sure that wherever you go, what kind of business you're involved, you want it to be siratal mustaqim, to be straight, right. No gray area if possible. Even gray, stay away. Haram, of course, nothing to talk about haram anymore. Khalas. One haram, khalas. Yeah. But gray also, you stay away. We ask guidance. He is the one who created everything, but He is the one who is here to guide us. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. We know that we have been asking Allah, but until today we still struggle for the siratal mustaqim. Why sometimes we get confused with all the internet, sometimes we get confused with people share with us this info and that info, now we get confused again. There's nothing to be confused. Quran is there, check. Is there? Alhamdulillah. If not, stop there. Hadith of the Prophet. If you don't have enough time to refer, you have good scholar around, please have a good ongoing relation with them. Contact them. It's like how you communicate with Allah. You communicate with the scholars, seek their advice. Then at the end of the day, you minimize your problem. No? Especially when we are learning something, the knowledge, the little knowledge that we have make us so confident that we think that I know. You may have the knowledge, but how you apply the knowledge may not be correct. You are okay, but when you apply it, when you convey the message, is another thing again. Now, sharing information, you need deeper understanding. Because the people that you are talking to is not the same like you. Yeah, their mindset, their frequency may not be the same. It's just like our children. The way you talk to your children, you think it's easy for the children to listen. They may hear you, but nothing goes in. Especially when they're busy with the gadget. They are not listening. You can talk to them. And that's why when we have no patience, we're going to slap them now. I'm talking to you and you are so, so respectful and respectful. You don't even want to listen to me. Yeah. Even sometimes husband and wife have that problem. No? Wife is talking to her husband is there, but he's not listening. Why he's not listening? Because maybe he's busy thinking of something that is very important, that he just remember, and you don't understand what is happening inside him. Neither he is aware that you are talking to him. Maybe you are talking to someone else. Maybe, wallahu alam. Miscommunication obviously take place, but inshallah, may Allah make it easy for all of us. Now, even when attributing to Allah the creation of an evil committed by some of His creatures of Allah, we as human, we should be clear that this cannot be pure evil. There is no pure evil. Even Shaytan sometimes, you remember the Prophet, in the time of the Prophet Abu Huraira, encountered Shaytan. And then Shaytan keep on lying, and then until the third time Shaytan said, if you want me to stop stealing from your garden here, so read Ayatul Kursi. Now, is Shaitan telling us something wrong? Can you recite Ayatul Kursi for that? I don't want to recite because it's from Shaitan. But the Prophet said he's telling the truth now. There's not pure evil. They have some evil there, but in the same time, the Shaitan do acknowledge what is right. But he have made it very clear to us what is stated in the Quran, that in the day of judgment, don't ever blame him 100%. Don't do that. Because he is going to defend himself. He is going to come and defend. Don't blame me. I have no power on you. He will say to us in Surah Ibrahim, I have no power, I have no authority, but I'm just whispering here and there, only just whisper. No? But you respond to my whisper. And Allah have warned you about me. And Allah have always reminded you to seek refuge from Him against me. And that's why when you have anger, what do? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Say that because he's there now. He's working very hard now. He's fanning the heat now. Come on. Let it go. He just wants you to say it out. One is out is like a bullet. No, one is out is too late to hold back. You have hurt somebody now. You can see and people who is angry sometimes. Just the best thing for you to do, look at the mirror. Whether you are angry or not. Now, there's two types of anger. Anger that you can control, that you are not going to say out anything, but sometimes you fail to control your body language. People know that you are angry. Look at her. She's looking at you, staring at you. That shows that, alhamdulillah, she's still in control. But you have to work within yourself. You have to keep on asking Allah for help. Because only Allah can help, and Shaitan cannot control you. That's why when you follow his whisper, he said, Inni bari'u minka. I wash my hand. Don't blame me. I did say so many things, but you know I'm Shaytan. Whatever I promise is just a promise. But Allah have warned you about me, and Allah promised you so many things, and you go against Him. It's like today we warn our children, you keep on warning them, they don't listen. Once something bad happened to them, can they blame you? They can't blame you anymore. I have warned you, my daughter. I have warned you, my son. Don't do this. Don't go to this area. Don't miss your prayer. I have been reminding you. Don't get involved in drugs. I told you, but you don't listen. Just an example. You know? And what did the Shaytan say to us in the Day of Judgment? He just said, I dislike you. I don't like you at all. The minute you respond to my whisper, I hate you. He is telling us, I don't like you, think you're good. You're worse than me. Because you have been warned about me. And you know what I'm doing. But you still follow. So who is to be blamed? You are to be blamed. Let us look in this hadith from Ali radiallahu anhu. Of course, when you move in which area, Allah allowed it to happen. Because Allah said, وَحَدَيْنَا خُدْ نَجْدَيْنَ, I show you two ways. Now, you want my way, this is my way. And Allah said, when you follow my way, don't mix with other ways. He warned us. But we have problem. We follow, and at the same time, we have our own way. Food is okay, as long as halal. You want barbecue, steam, your way, Chinese style, curry, and all of that way is halal. That's halal way. No problem. But we have come to ibadah, aqidah, you cannot entertain opinion from anybody. Aqidah is from Allah and the Prophet. You stop there. Ibadah is from Allah and the Prophet. You stop there. Don't move further. When you move further, you are going astray. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say in the beginning of his prayer, Labbaik Allahumma wa sa'daik. This labbaik we know. Anybody who want to perform Umrah Hajj, you memorize it. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Even children also, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Beautiful word. Labbaik is a very humble way of responding to Allah. Normally, to Allah we say, Labbaik. Labbaik Allah. Oh Allah, I am here. I am at your service. Yeah. Allah loves people who come to Him in a humble manner. There are people who want to come to Allah, but still, they have their ego, their pride. But Allah loves you to be humble. That's why people who want to go to Umrah, first thing, He wants you to dress like everybody. No more, I want this special kind of dress. No, though. You just dress ihram. And ihram, He wants you to be white. You don't have to put color. You don't have to put all these kind of stones and ruby. No need. You just plain. Yeah. To show that now you come to Allah in a very humble form. And then whether you are king, whether you are rich or poor, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. Oh Allah, I am at your service now. When you say you are at Allah's service, what do you mean? Meaning you are ready to serve Allah. Whatever you want me to do, Allah, I will do it. No second thoughts that today we have problem. Anything you want to do for Allah, you still think, what is the benefit for me doing this? Do I get something in return? You have a lot of nawaitu, a different intention. Labbaik Allahumma wa sa'daik. I am at your service, O Allah, and ready to please you. And this is the spirit of the believers. When anything to do for the sake of Allah, they do it out of love. They just love to do it. And they are going to give the best. Wa husnil ibadatik. You know the prayer we always ask, Allahumma inni ala zikrika wa shukrika wa husni ibadati. Oh Allah, help me. Even that you are doing an ibadah, but you keep on humbling yourself. Say, oh Allah, help me. A'inni ala husni ibadati. Help me to perform the best form of worship. I want to give the best. We are so happy. We want to please Allah. Now, how do you please Allah? You only can please Allah when you do everything, your intention is lillahi ta'ala, for Him. The second, the way you do it, you follow Prophet Muhammad. You cannot, I'm pleasing Allah by saying I follow my feeling. You cannot please Allah by following your feeling. Allah has said to us, Qul in kuntum tuhibbunallah fattabi'uni yuhibbukumullah. Say, O Muhammad, whoever said he loved Allah, he just have to follow your way. Then Allah will love you. Not following his way, no. The way of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, who Allah appointed him to deliver his message of Islam. Yeah. But a lot of people until today still don't want to refer to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu. You know, very strange, you know. Our character is very unique. We have all the guidance there waiting for us, all the original reference. We refuse to go back. Astaghfirullah Nazim. Where the non-believers, the people of the book, Yahud, Nasara, even they want to go back, their book is no more original. You don't have a collection of what Moses said. No more. Torah is in the museum. They replaced with Talmud. Injil, only Allah knows. Now, where is the original Injil? No one knows what language did Jesus even, so no one knows. Where is the saying of Jesus? No one knows. But we, mashallah, Quran is one, intact. Wherever you go, the same. China, Alaska, Africa, same Quran. And the teaching of the Prophet, the Sunnah, is also collected in Bukhari, Muslim, but you have people say, who is Bukhari? Then you ask, who are you? People who want to say, who is this Bukhari? You say, who are you? May I know who are you? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yes, and so. That's why you don't understand who is Bukhari, because you are nobody. When the whole world people know who is Bukhari, you don't know. Pakistani and Indian, they know Nasi Bukhari. We love Nasi Bukhari. You know? Just an example. Labbaik Allahumma wa sa'daik. And then wa khairu kulluhu fi yadaik. All good is in your hands. Wa sharru laysa ilayk. And evil is not attributed to you. Allahu Akbar. We acknowledge there are bad things, haram things, evil acts, evil speech, but we don't attach it to Allah. Allah allowed it to happen. There's a reason. There's a lot of wisdom. What is the reason? And what is the wisdom? We will share with you later on, inshallah. And then the Prophet will recite, Tabarakta wa ta'ala. I stand by you and will return to you. We know that we are from Him, and from Him we have to return. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Blessed and exalted are you. I seek your forgiveness and repent to you. And this is the power of the love of Allah. He knows that we are going to sin. He knows. He knows that we are going to gossip. He knows everything that we are doing now. And what we are going to do after this also, He has all the knowledge of it. But what Allah's mercy is, He opened the door of repentance. Even to Shaytan, la'anatullah, From the day he was cursed, Allah still opened the door for him to repent, if he wanted to repent. So he came to Moses. He know that Moses, Kalam Allah, the one who spoke to Allah. He speak to Allah directly. Please ask Allah to forgive my sin. Moses cannot guarantee anything. He said, I will ask. And Allah said, just command, tell him, Shaytan, to go and look for Adam's graveyard and make sujud there. He thought that Adam's story had ended. Khalas, maybe Allah forget about Adam now. But Allah tested him just for that. And he failed one test of Allah. Since then, he has become our enemy. But if he want to repent, he just go. The minute he hear the name of Adam, when Adam was alive, I refused. How can I go and look for his grave? Now he's dead. No. Adam, no. Simple as that. You know what sin that you have committed that gain the curse of Allah. And Allah just want you to go and show that you regret, you repent. But you refuse. Abba, again, the same thing happened to him. Abba was takbara. I refuse. And ego come back. No way. Now, do we have this problem sometimes? When you do something wrong to somebody, you have become zulm to somebody. Should you approach that person and ask for forgiveness? You should. But is that easy? Difficult, huh? Neither we are angel. We are not perfect. And that is the beauty that Allah is telling us. In the earlier part, we talked about if nobody sin, Allah will create another creation that will commit sin. Why? Because after you commit sin, Allah is there to forgive you. He loves you to come back to Him. Now, sometimes I was reflecting, is there a benefit for us to commit sin? What do you think? Okay. When you say benefit, what benefit do you get? Yeah, one thing, alhamdulillah, Allah promised us that you don't keep on doing all the bad things, you know. But the only thing is that Allah is telling us nobody is perfect. So don't be judgmental. Don't be hard on others. You know that you are just the same. You may not commit the same kind of sin like others, but you do commit other sins. So when you know that you are also a sinner, then you know, lebih kurang lah. Maybe he major, I minor. Heavyweight, middleweight, lightweight. The difference is the weight. But if you think that I'm Mr. Right always, I never commit any sin, I'm a sinless person, that's where the Shaytan comes in. And then you say, I'm always right. Then you cannot accept what is wrong. Now you know that you also have your own weaknesses. Then you know. Or if your husband also make mistake, what do you say? Just pray, have patience, and pray for him. Don't just accumulate, okay, 1, 2, I wait for the time bomb. I'm going to, see, I've collected all this, how many sins, how many times you promised me, you say sorry. But no changes. But Allah loves us to keep on asking for forgiveness. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. After you finish your prayer, astaghfirullah 3 times. Every day, every night, 100 times you ask Allah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. The Prophet loves you to do that. Even he make istighfar 100 times per day. But people who don't feel that he commits sin, he don't have to say astaghfirullah. Why must I say astaghfirullah? Did our Prophet commit sin? But he himself said astaghfirullah 100 times. Just imagine, brothers and sisters. That is the benefit. So that you know who you are. You are not going to be judgmental and be hard on other people. You know that we have problem when we talk to our children, especially the mothers. When you talk to your younger daughters, when are you going to wear hijab, huh? My pretty daughter? You know some daughter will say to us what? One day, Mama, one day. But don't force me now. I remember Mama also start to cover only when you are 40 years old. Before Mama also, wow, with all these different pattern, fashion, up to date one, you know. Mama only changed about 40 years ago, you know. When you reach 40 years, I remember that, you know. Wow, I'm only 20 years old, Mama. Give some space, you know. Give me another 5 years. But if we are sure that you will survive more than 5 years, Alhamdulillah. But we are not sure when we are going to die. But the problem is when we start to change. Can you recall when you start to change? You fail to invite them to change together. The minute you change, that is the time you're going to sit down. The children, we are Muslim, we all love Allah. You know that we love you. We have to engage with it. But normally we don't do that. Do you recall what happened when you start to change? You start to call your children to come down. You give excuses to them. You delay doing all the good things. And that's when now it's a bit harder. But you don't give up. You don't give up. Yeah. That is the benefit for people who commit sin, that you know that we are not angels, we are all sinners. But Allah loves those who repent. And that is very important. That's why Allah said, Qul ya ibadil lazina asrafu ala anfusihim. Again, the word Qul. Say to every one of us who have been so wrong to themselves, so destructive, so negative, La taqnatu min rahmatillah. Never give up hope with Allah. The mercy of Allah is overwhelming. Just be humble. Don't be judgmental. That's why Allah, La tahnatu min rahmatillah. Don't give up hope with me. My rahmah, my mercy is overwhelming. And then Allah ends with the ayah, Inna Allah yaghfiru zunuba jami'an. Can you imagine the mercy of Allah? He is telling us, indeed Allah is prepared to forgive all your sin. Allahu Akbar. Being human, sometimes you ask for forgiveness, okay lah. But you cannot forget. When there's another problem, it come back again. But to Allah, when He erased everything. And what Sis Anita was saying was so true. When He erased it, He can even turn all the sin into good deeds. Allahu Akbar. وَيُبَدِّلُ اللَّهُ سَيِّئَاتِهِمْ حَسَنَاتٍ. Can you imagine 10 years, 20 years of sin, now Allah turn it into good deeds as reward upon rewards. Allahu Akbar. Just be humble to Him. Don't be arrogant to Allah. We know the hadith of the Prophet. I shared with all of you many times. But I have to relate it back on and off. Why? Because it's important. The Prophet ﷺ said, La tadkhul jannah man kana fi qalbihi zarratan min qibr. Remember the hadith? No one can enter paradise when in their heart there is an atom of qibr. Just an atom, not big one. A spot of qibr. Zarra. Min a qibr. What is qibr? You remember? Yeah. Batar al-haq. Ghamt al-nas. What is arrogant here? Arrogant here is, you know what is right. This is what Allah said. This is what the Prophet said. You just ignore it. People is telling you, Allah said so, brothers. The Prophet said so, sister. Nah. Little bit Allah, little bit Prophet. What is this? So we use our intelligence. No. We are professional, we are professor, you are a doctor. Use this. You're intelligent. Na'udzubillah. Are you telling us that you know better than Allah? Are you telling us that you understand life more than Prophet Muhammad, who have gone through all the tests from being an orphan, and then nobody is there for him? He became so poor, helpless, and then he got married, and then he started his mission, and people who love him hate him now. And people do not just hate him by word, they even throw stone at him, and they chase him out from the country, from the city that he was born with, and he had to engage in battlefield. Have we gone through all this trial? No. We are all born with what? Golden spoon. Allahu Akbar. Everything ready for you. The best food, the best environment, aircon. Our time, no aircon, all hot corn. Now you have aircon, popcorn, and everything. Alhamdulillah. Beautiful environment. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. But you know, Allah, people are quoting what Allah said, what the Prophet said. You just ignore it. That is called qibr. And ghamt al-nas. What is ghamt al-nas? You belittle other people. How are you to talk to me? What qualification you have? They come with qualification now. Oh, I'm a BA, you'll talk to me. I'm a PhD holder, you know. And then we have problem. It's like our parents, you know, with us, and our children with us. Our children feel that they know better than us. When they belittle us, there is a sign of qibr. So you must remind them. Don't overconfident with what you have and what you know. You may have a lot of knowledge, but you have very little experience and wisdom. Because experience will come with age. Wisdom also will come with age. That one you cannot learn in school. You can't. Yeah. Allahu Akbar. It's a gift from Allah. Commenting on this hadith, one of the great scholars of hadith in our time who have passed away, rahimallahu alayhi, said this means that evil may not be attributed to Allah because there is no evil in his action. Allah never command anybody to do anything that is bad. His action is always good. His mercy is again his attribute. Anything negative is again his attribute. Ghafur Rahim, you know, Tawwabur Rahim, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik Al-Quddus As-Salam. So Allah is peace. If people will create unrest, it's not from Allah. Yeah. His action revolve between justice, benevolence, and wisdom, all of which are good and devoid of evil. Anything that Allah allowed it to happen, there is always some lesson learned. Yeah? There's some lesson learned. What is the thing that we learn? Yeah. We learn that Now we know what is wrong. Now we know what is wrong. And when you know what is wrong, you can improve yourself. If you do not know what is wrong, you cannot improve. Because you don't know that you are not doing the right thing, so you thought that is okay. But when you know that is wrong, then you have room of improvement. That's how you work, yeah, towards improvement. Yeah? Furthermore, we should try to avoid directly attributing local evil to Allah. Instead of saying Allah created crime, disbelief, sinning, etc., we may say Allah created the will and ability of those who commit these issues, this problem, or Allah allowed this kind of thing for a greater benefit and wisdom. This ayah is very, very beautiful for us to reflect. In Surah Shu'ara, from verses 81 to 80, no, 78 to 81. Yeah. الذي خلقني فهو يهدين. الذي خلقني فهو يهدين. والذي هو يدعمني ويشقين. وإذا مرضت فهو يشفين. والذي يميتني ثم يحيين. Allah is who created me and who guided me. Allah do not just create us and then leave us to choose, but He guides us. He sent down Quran, Hudan lil Nas, as a guidance. He sent down a prophet as the great teacher to even come and explain to us further, show us the way, because the prophet is a human like you. And the prophet said, I'm a human like all of you. Thing that you can do is what Allah wants me to share with you. Thing that you can't do, there are sometimes that Allah make it compulsory for the prophet, but not for us. We are limited. Give an example. How many wives did the prophet have? How many wives? Is that easy to have so many wives? We all know it's not easy. Do you think the men also don't know that it's not easy to have more than one? They know. But we thought, oh, everything man, men just want sunnah, and then punah. It's not easy too. It's a test for everybody. Someday Allah tested us as a woman. Someday Allah tests the man. Someday Allah tests the children. So it happened that our children love a man who's a married man. What can we do? We said, there's so many, around. Yeah. Why can't you just open your head, open your heart, open your eye? You still go for a married man. It hurts her or not? As a mother, how do you feel? I've seen that my student before say, no way, I will never become number 2. After more than 15 years, they came back and they bring the number 2 come. I said, wow, it really happened, huh? And she's happy, alhamdulillah. I'm just quoting. It's not easy. Yeah. Allah who created me, and He is the one who guides me. Now this is the saying of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, a communication with Allah and the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. And who feed me and give me drink. Who is the one who provide for us is Allah. And that's why anytime you eat or you drink, what do you say first? Before you say Bismillah, with His name. Because this rests from Him. And that's why Allah forbid any parent who are afraid that, oh, if I have children, then we are going to get poorer. No, we cannot afford. No, we thought that we are the one who provide for our children. Allah said, no. Allah see how He guide us. He said, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ خَشْيَةَ إِمْلَاقٍ in Surah Isra. Do not kill any child out of fear towards poverty. Fear only. Fear towards poverty. Not you are poor. The fear towards poverty. Don't do that. Why? Allah said, نَحْنُ نَرْزُقُكُمْ وَإِيَّاكُمْ. We are the one who provide for you and also for them. You are not the provider. We are the provider. If Allah allowed that baby to be alive, to be born, the risky will be ready for him. Don't think that you are the one who provide risky. No. That's why you always seek His blessing by saying Bismillah, with the name of Allah, because all this food and drink is from Him. And then what do we say after that? See, all praise to Allah first, because it's from Him. Then of course, after we say that, we should thank our parent too. Because the Prophet did, if you do not show gratitude towards people, then you cannot be gratitude towards the Creator. Of course, Allah provides, but through the effort of your parent. Your papa worked very hard, your mama is there to prepare food for you. Should you say, thank you, papa, thank you, mama? Yes. You have to teach the children. If you have missed the opportunity to teach them, don't forget to teach your grandchildren. And now, there's another round now. Teach your grandchildren. What do you say now? What do you say? Who gave it to you? What do you say? Alhamdulillah, thank you. Ah, beautiful word. Not too late. The chance is there. Allah has given us the second chance. Don't take things for granted. It's not good. وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ فَهُوَ يَشْفِينِ. Look at the wording, yeah? The adab. When I am ill, who cure me? Is Allah who cures me. The word when I am ill. It's not that Allah make me ill. No. Allah wants you to be healthy. That's why He wants you to eat good food, good drink. He wants you to have a good lifestyle so that you keep yourself healthy. But being human, yeah, sometimes you love sweet, but you hate the bitter thing. But bitter one is the balance. Balance the sweetness. You only want sweet, no bitter. You become so sweet that all the blood also becomes so sweet. Then you suffer. Yeah? No, we are all sweet people, alhamdulillah. I love sweet. One chocolate lasts me 1 week, alhamdulillah. I just eat one bite, alhamdulillah. I love, but at the same time, yeah, I love the bitter one more because there's so many sweets here and there. No? All the sugar is everywhere. You eat bread, got sugar, rice, got sugar, almost everything there's sugar. You plus another extra sugar, and then you plus another kind of sweet again, and all the Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, and all this cola. Only Allah knows how many sugar we consume every day. Yeah. So if you can balance, it's good. But when you come to that, you never say, oh Allah, you are the one who made me sick. No. When I am sick, you don't attribute sickness to Allah. Yeah, I am the cause. Of course, if you don't take care of your health, who to be blamed? That's why Allah said, eat what is good, drink what is good, all what is good, so that you keep yourself healthy. Yeah. Alhamdulillah, a lot of our sisters here, I think, and the brothers are very careful of their intake. May Allah, bless us, and may Allah also reward all of us who have been helping each other on that. Yeah? And وَالَّذِي يُمِيتُنِي ثُمَّ يُحْيِينِ. And also Allah is the one who caused me to die. This dying is not something that you can plan. You only can plan how to die. But you cannot plan, I want to die here. You cannot plan. Even sometimes your family who love you so much build a special room for you with all the facilities to make it comfortable for you. But if Allah said you are not going to die there, something happened that you will be moved to another area and you will die out there. These are things you don't plan. But you can plan how to have a good ending. That's why we always ask Allah, Allahumma khtim lana bil husnil khatim. We are asking Allah, but are you working towards that dua? You have been asking Allah, but are you working hard towards that? This is where we have to ask ourselves. Are we that committed person? Labbaik Allah. What day are you here to serve Allah? Are you ready to give Allah the best? When Allah has given you so much, in return, how much we give back to Him? The little we give, we are so calculative already. Wow, no, I've done so much. So little we give, but we thought they will give so much. Compared with Allah giving us every day. The eye that can see, the ear that can hear. Allahu Akbar. And still, we are not ready to give more. There is the difference between the companion, the prophet, and all of us. The first generation, they are prepared to give. They know at the end of the day, they are going back to Allah. And they know at the end of the day, the more they give, then the more they get in return from Allah. What did Allah promise us? لِكُلِّ حَسَنَةٍ أَشْرُ أَمْثَالِهَا. Every one good deed you do purely for the sake of Allah, follow the way of the Prophet, I will reward you 10 times. 10 times. Just to motivate us, still we are not doing that. Our younger generation, the youth, I give example, we have the youth hub here when we have a class now for the brothers and the sisters below. Why we come up with this? So that all of us who have children, you can encourage them. Come to us so that they are in a good environment. There are two types of sickness, the physical and the spiritual. The children today, now they are third, the mental sickness. The way we think, the way our new generation is thinking is not good. They're very negative about religion. They are very doubtful about Allah sometimes. Because of what? Because of what is happening among the adults. When we say things in front of the children, we are not careful with our words. We are not showing good example. We have failed to show good example. Sometimes the mommy, the mother give good example, but the daddy don't show good example. And that's why those who incline to the negative, they follow their daddy. And we fail to change our husband sometimes. Because it's a different individual. But we must keep on trying. Don't give up. Now we can help our younger children. If they have, that they always waste their time doing things, moving around with people that you do not know who they are, where they are. Good to bring them and then expose them to our youth over here. At least they are in a safe area where they don't have liquor here, they don't have music, there's no smoking activities over here. At least the environment helps them. And this is very important. Yeah. Because we are going to die. And after we die, we are not just going to die and end everything. There's a movie, many episodes already. Yeah. They call what? Die Hard. Anything can explode, destroy himself, cannot hit him, you know. You know. Die Hard 1, Die Hard 2, Die Hard 3. How can I know? Yeah, it's in the movie, you know. It's not easy to die actually. For this kind of hero, he just cannot die. Everyone would die in between, but he survived until today. Yeah. But there will come a time, the Prophet said, that we wish to die. We pray to die. There will come a time. When time is so bad, you know, the minute we open our eye, open our ear, we only hear bad thing. We see only bad thing happen. We just get tired of living. And when we bypass the graveyard, we say, oh Allah, I wish I'm there. The Prophet said about this, the time will come. Too much. You know what happened to the Ashab al-Kahfi? The youths? Why Allah mentioned them? Why their history is so important? Here's an example. This young group of people, they are very, very wise. When a thing is so corrupted outside, they said, we cannot change the environment. Who are we to change the environment? I think we have to save ourselves. And that's why they go for seclusion. And Allah's, because their intention is so good, because they want to save their own soul from being corrupted by the environment. The intention is so pure for the sake of Allah to safeguard their Iman. What did Allah do to them? They just rest, and the minute they woke up, it's 300 over years. They don't even realize. You see, it's how Allah make things happen. And they still have some currency with them, the old one. So they thought at times, let's go out and buy something. People say, where are they? Where these people came from? How they can get all this antique currency? They don't realize. You see how Allah make it happen? Dying, you remember the ayat we talked about that before in Alam Barzah? Every night when you rest, our soul is out. If the time for you to go back, that soul will not come back to your body. When the time for you to die is not there, then Allah allowed that soul to come back to our body. And that's why we are alive today. So, sleeping is like dying. And we sleep every night. Instead, I went for my treatment, my chiro. Sometimes they ask me, what time do you sleep? I said, the earliest is midnight. Why you sleep so late? Doctor is asking me. I say, because I always have activities at night, and I will reach home maybe 10:30, 11 something. And he asked me, how often can you come for this treatment? Is there a week that you are not traveling? I say, it depends. There are times that I don't have the time to go, they came here. Just give me some treatment a bit and then they go home. Just example, yeah. We don't know. But whatever free time we have, we try to give the best for Allah. We try. We don't know when we are going to die. You know? If Allah said tomorrow, tomorrow. But when you sleep, sleeping is like dying. And that's why the minimum you can do, you take wudu, recite a dua. If you can recite long dua, recite Ayatul Kursi, the three Qul, you know, Lillahi ma fis samawati wal ard until the end, the two ayat at the end of Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Fatiha, The minimum, Bismikallahumma amutu wa ahya. Meaning, you rest with the name of Allah. At least you remember Allah. That is good. But most of us are so active in doing what before you go to sleep? You have TV in front of you. And you have mini TV also. All the smartphone that we are not so smart at all. And then we pity young children. Children 10, 11 years old, when the elders talking to them, they don't respond because they are here. They got a slap. They say, Kurang ajar, ya. You don't listen to what I'm talking to. They are two involved. One case. Age 7, 10, showing their temper to you. What is going to happen at this age? In 10 years to come, most of the doctors that I was counselor, they have been counseling me. Why? They talk to their other staff, younger staff. You always, I think in 10 years, there's a lot of health problem for this generation. They have sleep disc from very young age. They are not mobile anymore. Just there, finger, and now they have this problem, eye problem, brain, everything is coming. Now they feel they're okay, and we thought that is smart. The smartest way to control your children, give them. They can say, class. They leave you in peace, but you are torturing them. It's very dangerous. And it's Allah who will cause me to die. Then when we die, then He will bring us back to life. It's not just the end, but that is the beginning of the real life. This life is temporary. The real life is going to start after we depart from this world. We thought that after this is the end. That is the beginning of the real life. So if we are not careful, then we just waste the opportunity to have an everlasting happiness. So the more you can give here, believe in the Qadar of Allah. Everything that Allah gave it to you, you give it back to Him. Your energy, your knowledge, your wealth, everything you give, you don't worry. When you do for the sake of Allah, the rest you leave it to Allah Rabbul Alamin. He never breaks His promise. Allah have reminded us, وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ أَنَّ لَهُمُ الْجَنَّةِ. Glad news, good news to the believing person and those who act righteously, that I will prepare for you, reward you with Jannah. This is what Allah promised. Just remember, He is the one who have created us, and do not just create us and leave us in darkness. He sent guidance. And if you choose not to follow, you don't blame anyone except yourself. He is the one who gives us food and drink. So don't be ungrateful to Him. All the drink and food, especially drink, all is halal. Start with halal. Grape, halal. Tamar, halal. But then human make it haram and turn it into wine. From what? From halal fruits, and we turn it to haram. And this is how destructive human is. If you are sick, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said through the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Inna Allah nazra wa dawa fatadaw wa la tadaw bil haram. When Allah send down an illness, viruses sometimes it's not in our control. Maybe viruses also man-made. We don't know. They come up with medication and they send these viruses and then they promote. It's a big business. Sometimes things can happen in that manner. This world is so corrupted. Who is the one who caused all the unrest in the world today? Is the weapon producer. If you don't create all these weapons, then it's not easy for people to kill each other. Weapon, mass destruction. Just one man, he go into the mosque, tak, 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 how many people die? Do you think if he don't have that weapon, he take a knife, he can kill so many people? No, people fight back. See how destructive is this? Just an example, When you are not well, seek for medication. That's why the Prophet said, Allah sent down the illness and He also prepared cure. So seek for medication. You have to do what you have to do. You cannot say tawakkal Allah, Ayatul Kursi. No. Eat medicine and then Ayatul Kursi. No problem. You can recite Kursi. Ayatul Kursi to strengthen your Iman. At the end of the day, it's not this medication that cure you. It's Allah that cure you. That is important. Don't commit shirk when you go through some treatment. It's not that treatment cure you. That treatment is to help you. But the one who cure is Allah. That's why a doctor, a nurse must be very careful with their profession. When they give treatment, they cannot tell me, I assure you. No. Believe in Allah. We will try our best. Allah's will, it can happen. Never give up hope. While you are giving treatment to your patient, you can save their Iman. But in the same time, they can destroy your Iman. So that's why doctor must have the right knowledge, the right spirit. Nurses who give service to their patient also must have all this. And who causes, when we are dead, then Allah will bring us back to life. And that is the real life. Here Ibrahim alayhi salam attributed to Allah several natural acts that happen to people. However, when he mentioned illness, though it's also from Allah's creation, Allah can make us sick of God, Ibrahim did not attribute it directly to him by saying, and who make me ill. When I am ill, so there's a difference. When you don't do something good, you don't go and blame other people. It's because of you lah. Oh, because of me. Good thing you never say because of me. Bad thing you always say because of me. Your fingers seem to move very fast. Anything that is bad. Not to yourself, going outward. Oh, that because of this. No. So it's very important for us to have the right understanding and adapt when you relate something to Allah. He politely committed the actual doer from the past of his statement. And read this ayah, inshallah. Then later on we'll discuss further about the meaning of the ayah. But a very beautiful ayah. قُلْ اللَّهُمَّ مَالِكَ الْمُلْكِ تُؤْتِي الْمُلْكَ مَنْ تَشَاءُ وَتَنْزِعُ مُلْكَ مِمَّنْ تَشَاءُ وَتُعِزُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ وَتُذِلُّ مَنْ تَشَاءُ بِيَدِكَ الْخَيْرُ إِنَّكَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. This ayah also very popular among all of us. I think majority of the good Muslim memorize this ayah. But Allah is warning all of us, telling all of us, but we fail to implement this ayah in our daily life. People of authority, Allah is telling us, قُلِ اللَّهُمَّ مَالِكَ الْمُلْكِ. Remember, He is the owner, He is the king. Every kingdom belongs to Him. He is the owner. This country, wherever you are, the owner belongs to Allah Rabbul Alameen, not to us. But then Allah gave power to whom He pleased. He empower you. He give you the authority to rule, to lead. But don't forget Him. Don't mislead the people. It's an amana. Allah is telling us that it is amana. Authority, power, leadership is an amana. Tuqtil mulka man tasha. He gave power and authority whom He wish. And sometimes you feel that. Sometimes you feel what is happening lately. We are waiting for the leader. They are Muslim leader. And they are Muslim country. But you have a lot of non-Muslim leader is talking so good, yeah, so positive about Islam. But we don't hear Muslim leader yet. I don't know. Did any Muslim leader talk about what really happened? Yeah, Allah give whomever He likes. In the time of the Prophet, Allah gave the king of Abyssinia, who that even the Prophet command his first group of Muslims to make hijrah over there. Why? He was not a Muslim. But Allah is the one who gave him the power and he became a good king. But at the end of the day, because the Prophet never give up his dua, prayer. May Allah give guidance. Alhamdulillah. And the end, the Prophet performs Salatul Mayat Ghaib to him. Salatul Mayat Ghaib, brothers and sisters, only apply according to the Sunnah for anyone who passed away that you are aware that he or she is a Muslim, but no one perform any prayer on them because people don't know. Like reverts. Sometimes they don't inform their family members. They are not living in a Muslim country. There's no record to say they are Muslim. They don't change their identity. But they are Muslim. You know, they make shahada in front of you. Some people make shahada through phone with us. They are not local. They are from foreign country. Alhamdulillah, they follow some program. They say they want to be a Muslim, but they are so far away. They say they are ready to make shahada even through online. So we do Skype. And then we guide them, please go if there's an Islamic center. I don't know whether they'll follow up or not. But it's in case in the future I heard, oh, she or he passed away. I'm not sure anybody performed funeral prayer for him. Then I should perform Salatul Mayat Ghaib here. But if I'm sure the Muslim is going to perform, so the hukum of Salatul Mayat Ghaib will drop. According to the Sunnah. According to us, we can do. You grant dominant power, authority to whom you will, and remove from whom you will. You honor whom you will and degrade them, and your hand is all the good, and indeed you are capable of all things. Allah is telling us about Himself. Don't think that whatever power you have, that means it belongs to you, it belongs to me. I empower you. I given you the opportunity. You misuse the power. I'm going to take it back and give it to others. I honor you because you follow my commandment. But when you are ungrateful to me, then I will downgrade you. And this is very dangerous. When Allah degrade us, it's very hard for us to come up. We only hope that Allah will protect us, our children, the Muslim leader wherever they are, may they guide all of us with the guidance of Allah and the Sunnah of our beloved Prophet Muhammad. And may we as mother try to guide our children with the guidance of Allah and the Sunnah of the Prophet. Then, whatever going to happen, we are ready to accept the Qadar. And that's how you end with Qadar. Prophet Abraham was talking to his father. At the end, the father refused to follow. That is the Qadar. Lut was talking to his wife. At the end, the wife, no. That is the Qadar. Noah alayhi salam was talking to his children and wife, but most of them follow except one son. And no. You have done your best. And whatever happened to the early nation, the Prophet also a reminder to, wow, the Prophet also can't, that is to show that this religion don't belong to them. If they are God, they can do anything. They can say, yeah, he is a Muslim, khalas. No. Allah give hidayah to whom He will. Not us. This religion don't belong to anybody, belong to Allah. They are just conveying the message. Whoever accept, they profit. Whoever refuse, they have done their duty. That's one thing good. One day we'll learn how to approach. When we're talking to the people, how are you going to approach? People, authority, how do you approach? You remember that every first Monday of the night, Monday night of the month, the first Monday night of the night is where I'm focusing on uslubu da'wah, how to reach out to the not yet Muslim and to those who are far away from Islam. What is the important thing for us to start to talk about, to engage? We hope that the sister will not miss the opportunity to follow this Monday, the first Monday night of the month. That means this coming on the, I think the first, the first. Yeah. Now, inshallah, tomorrow night we have a guest speaker coming all the way from Canada. Yeah. So please don't miss his lecture. Yeah. The class will start, the lecture start at 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. Inshallah, after Maghrib. Yeah, tomorrow night. Yeah, just share the message with your loved one. And it's a good topic. We give him a topic, corruption of the heart. Yeah. Any question now? We open for Q&A for that. Now.
You simplify the definition of Qadar and Qadar. Just, want to write.
Anybody remember? Last time, Sis Anita did ask me. Yeah? Do you remember? To simplify the word Qada and Qadar. From the top, from the...
I try to remember.
Okay.
Qada is whatever that Allah has preordained, and Qadar is the way to go to that predestination.
You got it?
Whatever she said, I do understand when you explain. But the actual word, but in a very simple form.
Example, give example. Example is important. The Qadar of Allah, we will die at age 90. The Qadar, Allah have ordained, it cannot change.
Destined to be
90, go. Okay? Now, there is a way to go there, to reach 90 years old. Yeah? You may fall sick, you may have the accident, but still you will not die. Because your time for you to die is when you reach the age of 90. Example. But now you're going through all these challenges, pain, accident, sickness. This is the way. One of the way. Yeah. The way you can make it easy is Qadar. Qadar is something Allah have fixed. Yeah. Yeah. Now, you are going to ask me, and then
Ustaz, when you mentioned just now, when we sleep, our soul goes to a place. Where is the place, and what does the soul do? That's my first question. Second question is, what is the difference between Satan and Iblis? And Azazel, is he considered Satan or Iblis?
Okay. Now, talking about the soul, you remember that Allah remind our Prophet, when people ask you about the soul, say to them, Ar-Ruh min Amri Rabbi. No one knows. We only believe what the Prophet said and what Allah said. The soul will be taken out. Well, where is the soul moving? Only Allah knows. This is ghaibiyah, unseen world. But we believe they are departing. When the time Allah said, it's not for you to go back yet, He sent the soul back to your body. That's number one. Number two, when you're talking about what was going? Shaytan, Iblis, and Azazel. Azazel is the name. Iblis is a sifat. How you say it? If you look at the root words of Iblis, it derived from Ablasa. Ablasa, then Iblis, means all his good deeds that he have done before have been erased by Allah. Ablasa, I have erased it. That means whatever good you have done, when you commit shirk with Allah, you disobey Him, you against His command, openly you go against His command, He erased all your good deeds. Khalas. That's why the word Iblis from the word Ablasa. When he becomes the cursed one, then he becomes Shaytan. Yeah, it's a title for the bad jinn. Iblis is something that Allah have erased all the good things before. Before He created Adam, Azazel all are very faithful to Allah. See, they are very obedient. Allah tests angel and jinn because of Adam. The angel passed the test. No? The angel passed the test. Whatever Allah command, the angel said, Sami'na wa ta'na. But the jinn, among the jinn, you have Azazel. The chief of the jinn, Azazel. He was very good before. That Allah even empower him to take care of certain galaxies. And also, Allah gave him knowledge more than the angel. He have more knowledge. But then Allah tested them when Allah created Adam by giving Adam more knowledge than the angel and the jinn. It's Allah's choice. And then Azazel refused. And that's why Ablasa, Allah erased all his good things. You understand that? Then he have a new name, Shaytan. Shaytan means bad jinn. Good jinn, you don't call Shaytan. They are the jinni. They are good jinn. You have the Islamic jinn, and you have the bad jinn.
Ustaz, is it true that before Azazel became the first one, Satan, he was actually the chief of the malaikat?
He was among the angels. They are together. Some Mufassir say that he was a chief is because that he was given extra responsibility, taking care of galaxies. Whereas other angels, they have a specific role. Like Angel Gabriel, he is the chief among the angels. Among the angels, Gabriel is number one. But his job is only one, to convey the wahyu. That's all. Different angels have different role to perform. He was among them. And that's why when the angel also said among them, but it's not the real angel, it's among the angel. When Allah said, وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً قَالُوا أَتَجْعَلُ فِيهَا مَا يُفْسِدُ فِيهَا وَيَسْفِكُ الدِّمَاءَ وَنَحْنُ نُسَبِّحُ وَبِحَمْدِكَ. Yeah, until the end he said. When Allah said to the angel, He does use the word jinn at the time. Just together, the angel and the jinn together, He said to them, I am going to make a Khalifa on this earth. I'm going to appoint a Khalifa, and I'm going to make Adam to be my Khalifa in this planet Earth.
Okay, Ustaz. So that means, if I understand this correctly, the head of the angel is Jibril, but
at that time,
Satan is also considered.
No, not Satan at that time. There's no Satan yet.
Yeah. Azazel is also
among the jinn.
among the jinn, he is the leader.
Correct.
But he's the only jinn that's been given some role like the malaikat. He's the only jinn.
Yes.
Okay. Last question, Ustad. Sorry. Okay.
Then later on, there are also jinn who follow him. You see, there are some jinn who don't follow him, who became Muslim. But there are jinn who refuse, who follow him because he is the chief of them. So the chief also can influence their followers.
Okay, last question, Ustad. In the Quran, I see lots of wordings. Allah, he would say we. I don't understand why the word we, because he's only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We is the a word can be used by the Almighty. As the King of all kings, it's up to him to use we, I can use I all the time, but normally when he use we, he show his mercy, his love to other creation, especially the angels. No, he's talking not only on behalf of himself, among his good creation of Allah, the angel. Yeah, even the king, sometimes if a good king, they say we. Queen, we. A good leader always use that word, not I. But Allah here can use I all the time. But he prefer to use sometimes we to represent his mercy, his love towards the other creation of Allah. That's why the Prophet did mention in one hadith, whoever become the head or go against my wali. Who is Allah's wali? Means whoever is trying their best to please Allah, to follow the commandment of Allah and the Sunnah of the Prophet, you go against them, you against us. That means you are going against Allah and also His angel. You are fighting against Allah and His angel. And that's where Allah will command His angel to hate you. Sometimes Allah use the word we because of that. Yeah. Naam, Qadr. Qadr. Hayakallah, brothers. Alhamdulillah, Qadr Allah. Yes, alu an ruh. Correct.
That's the root, but nafs and the soul, how do you nafs and soul? Because the spirit is what Allah says that the passion
An ruh, no.
and then He breathes something of the spirit to understand the truth.
Yeah.
Then Allah passion
Adam.
from there,
No.
and then He breathes something of the spirit. And what Adam all his attributes, Allah's name,
No.
we have a sample of everything.
Correct.
But what is how it becomes very overlapping, up and soul.
Yeah.
We improve our soul because the spirit apparently is pure and it will never change. But the soul, does it have a journey? Does it some part of us that was never born, it will not die.
Yeah.
The other bits that we are born to die, everything that's born
No.
dies.
Now, if you understand what the Prophet talked about the soul, yeah, these are words being translated. We were easy for us to understand when you talk about ruh, you are talking about the soul. Easier like that. It's just term, okay? Now, the soul was created by Allah earlier. That's why we have Alam Ruh, where Allah was asking us at that time, Alastu bi Rabbikum qalu bala. No? Then the soul was transferred to the Rahim, to the second world, in the mother's womb. And Allah said, Alastu bi Rabbikum qalu bala wa shahidna. Then the soul was transferred to this dunya. Now when come to this dunya, we are divided into two levels. One, when you are still young, baby before baligh, there is no sin involved. Kullu mawlid yulad ala fitra, in the world of fitra. Then you, after baligh, you are entering the world of zam, the world of sin. That's why the Prophet said, Kullu bani Adam khatta'un wa khair khatta'in tawwabun. Every children of Adam, when they reach the age of maturity, they commit sin. And among the sinners that Allah loves most are those who repent to Him. Okay? Now, when we are here only, Allah Rabbul Alamin put us into the nafs. The nafs come in. The nafs is our desire. Nothing to do with the soul. The nafs is something that makes us human. You see, the angel don't have this nafs. The nafs towards food, towards drink, towards dressing, towards this, towards so many things. The nafs through our seeing, our hearing. Then Allah talk about this nafs. He said, Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna, the best one. But before that, Allah talk about nafsul lawama and nafsul ammara bisu, three levels of nafs. The destructive desire. They don't care, halal, haram. They just become the slave of nafs. That's why in the ayat Allah said, ittakhzu hawahu ilahan. That's why He don't use the word ruh, He used hawa. Hawa means nafs. A lot of people worship their nafs. They follow what their nafs want them to do. That is why the first nafs is nafsul ammara bisu. Very destructive. Then Allah command us to control our nafs. Then the nafs will be moved to the second level, nafsul lawwama. But still, in the middle, but still on and off, we still go against Allah, disobey Him. Then Allah said, when you reach the nafs can be developed. You can develop to the level of nafsul mutma'inna. When you attain nafsul mutma'inna, then the glad tidings come in. Allah said, Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna, irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatan mardiyah. The reda only come when the nafs attain nafsul mutma'inna. Nafsul mutma'inna means your nafs is ready to serve Allah. You are pleased with what Allah is pleased with. You dislike what Allah dislikes. That is nafsul mutma'inna. Of course, you must have nafs, being human. That's why we are different than the angel. The jinn also have nafs. Eat, drink, dress, sleep, all these are nafs. But you can utilize the nafs to do everything that pleases Allah. You want to eat what is halal. And that means, alhamdulillah, you are controlling your nafs. You want to drink what is halal. You want to dress, you dress what is halal. You want to speak, nafsu. We like to speak what is good. That's why the Prophet said, Man kana yu'min billahi yawmin akhir, falyaqul khairan aw liyasmut. Whoever believes in Allah and the day of judgment, you want to say what is good, or be quiet. The nafs is there. So, when you talk about spirit, we talk about ruh, or you talk about the soul. But when you call nafs, that's a different level. And everyone have nafs. Yeah. Yes. Nafs, the main nafs is like that. But this nafs can be developed.
And is that our job on this earth and basis?
Oh yes.
So it's really the real test of our life and the journey of life.
Yeah.
About
Correct. Correct. This is the jihad. That's why they said jihad al-nafs. The biggest jihad. Correct. Our nafs have a lot of desire. The desire towards wealth, You can be rich, but can you control and make sure that the wealth do not destroy you? Because the more money you have, the more you're exposed to many other activities. And now if you know how to manage whatever Allah gives you, that shows that you have nafsul mutma'inna. You are very at ease, with Allah. You are pleased. Even Allah give you less, alhamdulillah. Allah give you more, it's not going to turn me to become a bad person. I'm going to give back to Allah more. That is good nafs. All these are good nafs. So may Allah Rabbul Alameen make it easy for all of us. When you are aware that you have a jihad to do, the jihad to control your nafs. Each time when you say something, you ask yourself, is this word that I'm going to say is positive or not positive? Control. I want to talk to my husband. Is this good? You ask yourself, I'm going to hurt him or not? I'm going to create some misunderstanding. Okay, yeah, it can. Okay. Yeah, qalbun salim. Then you just have more patience and pray. Patient help. Patient do help. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Thanks for coming, and don't forget tomorrow night, please share the info to all the family members. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Now next Wednesday will be, what date is next Wednesday? Third. Oh, so third we are not here. Yeah, we will be in Jakarta. So on the third will be a break. Yeah, no class on the third. Yeah.